it's Liz. Welcome back to my channel. This is hopefully going to be my second video of 2023. I'm very proud. If you missed my last one, it is a Q&A, a faith Q&A that I did. But today's video is going to be very casual. I just want to have a chit chat. Let's catch up. Just friends catching up here. I don't often do videos like this, but I love watching these kind of videos. And so I thought it would be fun to just sit down, chit chat. Where have I been? Just because for months and months, I've been wanting to make more content, but haven't. And I feel like I'm just getting back into the swing of things. And so today's video is really just talking to you. And so if you want to get to know me better, if you want to know what has my past year been like and what's coming up next, then just keep on watching. So hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. If you're new here, I do want to encourage you to subscribe because I plan on releasing more content and I'm really looking forward to that and I don't want you to miss it. So first and foremost, who am I? My name is Liz, if you don't already know, and I am a faith and lifestyle blogger. I have been blogging on LizMargaret, which is the name of my blog, for quite a few years now, actually, since 2015. And it's something that I started when I was in college. It's interesting to have seen growth and change through the years, and I'm still doing it, which I love to do, honestly. So the heart behind the blog is really just to connect with other women in the faith. I've done a lot of Bible studies and devotionals. I sometimes like to do lifestyle content as well, like natural hair, skincare. I haven't done it in a long time, but it's a growing love that I have more and more. So I would love to put out more of that type of content on my channel, including faith content still. LizMargaret is all about a saying, which is confidence without compromise, having confidence in who you are in Christ and pursuing the purpose that he has for you, having that confidence that can only come from him. And that's my encouragement for young women, whether you're in college, post-college, whatever stage of life you're in. I want to be there to encourage you and to cheer you on to do all that God has called you to do in your life. I just want to encourage you, again, subscribe here on my YouTube channel because I do plan on uploading more, and this is where you'll get video content, devotionals, encouragement, and also lifestyle. Also, other ways you can get content is to go directly on my blog, LizMargaret.com, because I have a lot of written out articles that I've done. Writing is definitely a passion of mine. And so I actually recently put out a blog post all about unanswered prayer. And I do hope that's encouraging. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend that you read it. And if you're in a season where you feel like you're not seeing change in your life, you don't know how God is speaking to you, I think that would really encourage you. Another big change for me is I'm on TikTok. I am still figuring out what it's gonna look like for me to post content on that platform, but I've been thinking about it for a while and praying about it. But I do have an active TikTok account. I have posted a few short faith videos on there already. So please follow me on there. My username is the LizMargaret. I will leave a link here, probably somewhere on the screen as well, and in the description. I plan on putting out more content on there, and I'm really looking forward to exploring that. Other things about me, like I mentioned, I love to write. I've been doing that for, oh my goodness, honestly, since I was young. I always was someone who loved to write stories, and I wanted to pursue writing, which I think I solidified more so when I was in college, even though it was always a part of my life. And so that's definitely one of my loves, one of my big passions. Another thing about me, I like to learn new things. I like to try new things. I've been trying to teach myself guitar, but I've taken a break the past few months. Unfortunately, we're gonna get back into it though. Maybe one of these days I'll show you something. Maybe not, we'll see what happens. I also have been trying to learn how to roller skate, and I've also taken a little bit of a break from that, but I do enjoy it. And other things I like to learn, languages. I took French all throughout high school and in college. The only thing is, over the years, I feel like I've lost it a little bit. So I've been trying to kind of build that back up. So I'm on Duolingo, trying to get my French back to a more advanced level, and I'm also trying to learn Spanish as well, which I've never studied in my life. So that's been fun. I also love to bake. That's like a huge hobby of mine. I'm also really into fitness, working out. That's just a little snippet of some things that I really love and I'm enjoying in this season of life. Now, let's kind of catch up a bit more on this past year or so, because I think for the large part of 2022, and even before then, I really haven't been consistent online. And mainly that's just because things get busy. I feel like I've been in a really busy season in the past 2 years. And when I say busy, I just mean like just having to focus on other things. And I think sometimes God puts you in seasons where you have to focus on other things, and that's okay. Past year, 2022, I would say that was a good year. It was a lot of growing. It was deepening friendships. The Lord has done so many things, and I tried to keep track of it as best as I could by journaling a lot. I made a goal last year that I wanted to journal like every month. Like, this is what happened. Because I feel like sometimes when you look back, you're like, wait, what happened in March of 2022? And you have no idea. So like being able to write it down has been really helpful for me. But yeah, I think for a long time, I've been wanting to get back to the blog, get back to posting things. But honestly, life there's just different seasons, honestly. And I realized that's okay, because I would often feel pressure to be like, oh, I should be posting. But oh my goodness, content creation takes so much time, and I don't think people realize how much time it takes to prepare a video, especially if I was doing a more in-depth Bible study. You know, filming is probably the shortest amount of time, but editing, for me, editing takes hours and hours, and sometimes I cannot finish it in a day. So it's definitely work. But I realized that, especially more recently, I've had this just desire to post and this desire to, I don't know, an inspiration to just produce more content than ever, and I miss it so much. And so I really look forward to what this year has to come. I think so far 2023 has been good, and I feel like this is a year that's gonna go by quick for some reason. But January was a really good month. I feel like I've started this year very plugged in with my time with the Lord, which is something that I really have been desiring to be very intentional with, and I see the fruits of that. So God has just been so good and faithful. I have so many things I'm looking forward to this year, traveling, and I'm just grateful to be where I'm at right now. And I'm just grateful to just continue to grow in the Lord and see what He has in store, really. I think something else I'd love to share is what is the Lord teaching me right now, and just what has this season looked like for me. And I think it's just like me continuously learning how to draw near to the Lord and continuing to learn His trust over me in my life. And I think sometimes you think it's like, oh, of course I trust the Lord, but then if you're in a situation where it's like, oh gosh, I need direction, I need whatever it is, like I think that's when your faith is put to the test to see what is the fruit of my faith, right? And so I think I've seen how the Lord has challenged me and how my trust has been able to go deeper in Him because I'm so much more reliant on Him. And that's been a blessing because I think it's so needed for anyone. So yeah, I think that this season has also looked like being intentional with my time, with friendships, just really truly surrender and following God's leading day to day. That's been sweet, and that's been challenging, but it's been good. So I'm happy about that. I'm also kind of learning how to slow down more, and I am big on just like, how can you take care of yourself, even in the littlest ways, like make sure you're drinking your water, right? Or even just like, for me, like skincare, hair care, all of those things are so fun to do, and it's relaxing and just so therapeutic. And so just finding the things I love to do and has been a lot of fun to discover, honestly, in this season of life. And just learning how to use your time in a way where you don't always have to be productive, because sometimes you need to rest, sometimes you need to relax, sometimes you need to do something new and fun and interesting. And that's been cool to be able to discover those things as well. I also think it's interesting thinking about like being in your later 20s versus your earlier 20s. Honestly, I could do a whole video on that some other time, but I feel like there's such a shift that happens. I feel so peaceful, I feel so joyful and thankful, and I feel like you just learn so much. It's like crazy to think how much you can learn in a year or 5 years. Are you kidding me? Wow. So much. So I don't want to say too much because I think I would want to touch on that in another video. We'll see. Now, for what's next on the blog, definitely want to be producing more content. One thing is that if you don't know, I've actually written digital devotionals that you can download, and I definitely would love to produce more in the future. So I will probably like have something pop up here on the screen so you can kind of get a glimpse of what it is. And I will also have a link below where you can check out these devotionals. I'm telling you, you can download it and carry it with you anywhere. Read it. So if you've been feeling like you don't know where to start in the Word, if you feel like you need encouragement, I highly recommend you check these out because they each have a different topic that will help you grow in your faith, grow in your intimacy with the Lord, and really help to clarify like what's God's purpose for me. And that's my heart behind these devotionals. So I would highly encourage you to check it out if you haven't already. I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for those who have been here for even the past few years, and those who might be here for the first time and may not know really who I am. I hope you have a little bit of a better idea. I would love to kind of do more personal sit-down videos. So if you ever want me to talk about something, if you ever have questions for me, I'd be happy to answer. So you could leave it in the comments or Instagram, whatever it is, and I would love to kind of do more personal videos like this, like more chit chats, but in addition to the other types of content that I plan to do on here. So that's all we have for today. Follow along if you love the Lord, if you want to see natural hair content, if you want to see skincare content. I love all of those things, and if that's something you like too or want to learn more about, feel free to follow along. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon in another video.